carrying on from where we ended off last week, you've all convened to some extent in the I think I call it the Broken Ox Tavern. Yeah,
Sounds about right.
It was something like that. That was like the one thing I just realized I forgot to check what the name of the tavern was. And you have interviewed a couple of people to potentially join your team for the Grand Melee. Ral has fought one of them. And most of them have said we will speak again in the morning. I believe Ral was intending to at least test one, if not two of the other combatants.
I can't remember.
You fought Omega.
Yes.
And you said to me you wanted to test at least the REforged or possibly the Slime Lin.
Oh no! See, I'm pretty sure I was.
Me boy, yeah.
Yeah, you weren't sure about fighting the wizard.
No, I'm pretty sure I was fine with not testing the Dragonborn because he slammed Peter.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were going to test him, and then he body slammed Peter.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, same.
But yes. Unless anybody wants to do anything that night, we will just sort of skip through till...
I have 2 HP. I need a heal.
Yeah, the morning of registration and everything. So it's like 8 or 9 in the morning. Like, you guys are getting up. The tavern is still just as lively, if not more lively. Like, you've got till the end of today to assemble your party and then sign up for the Grand Melee.
Cool. I was going to say, James, during the night...
Yes.
Since it's only going to take one roll, if anything, can I keep an eye on Theta and basically see if I can see anything that would be externally influence his memories and whatnot?
Sure. Roll a... we'll just say perception check.
Damn, I was hoping it was going to say investigation.
Either or. Like, you're watching/investigating.
If it's investigation, it's a hell of a lot higher.
What's your modifier on investigation?
8.
So it becomes, what, a 15?
15.
Not really. He coasts around. He seems to be staying relatively near, some of the other combatants, primarily around the combat ring. He's almost prowling as if a wild animal. He is very... over the 6-7 hours you watch him prowl around, never once does he utter a single word. He growls, he snarls, he never once utters a word. He fights like 3 or 4 people in hand-to-hand duels over the evening. Seemingly converses with Omega, Lin, Evander, like the 3 that you guys interviewed last night, plus a couple of the other potential adventurer-looking types in here. By converse, I mean sort of stands there and just stands over them while they're talking.
Yep, no, that's understandable. So I can't see like any major scars or anything that might indicate like repairs that have gone awry.
Well, no, it's hard for you to tell because this looks like Theta, only in the bare escapes of there are certain identifiable features. He has almost been completely rebuilt by the look of it at some point. He has additional armoring on the shoulders. His paint, effectively, he has a different paint job / materials in a lot of places. The only reason you recognize him is because of his specific stature, and I'm just going to ad-lib this now. Like, you recognize his effectively maker's seal that you know where to find it. The thing that's normally stamped on Warforgers' heads that is ambiguously placed somewhere on the Dragonforge. The soul mark, basically.
Yeah.
You recognize that because there only being like a dozen or so of you guys. It's easy for you to remember a dozen letters, basically. Rather than several thousand for a Warforged. So you're like, this evidently is theta, but it's been several hundred years. God knows what's happened. Because you were in an inactive state for
800 years.
800 plus years. He may have been active this entire time. It's a miracle you've run into another Dragon Forged.
Yeah, no, it is.
Given the fact that, again, it's been nearly 1,000 years and there's like 12 or 15 of you total.
Yep.
But yeah, so if that's with that being done, we'll skip to morning. The 4 of you are free to do whatever. But yeah, you've basically got today to sign up for the tournaments.
So I'd imagine I would have woke up fairly early, being excited for everything, and I'd be sitting down there. I don't know where everyone else is, but I'll just.
I'm dead. I haven't left the bar room. Me and Crystal don't sleep, so...
That's a fair point. I keep forgetting that aspect of your characters.
Yeah, so both of them may not have left the downstairs. Like, Epsilon did not. Crystal could have potentially gone to, like, a church or something over the night. That's up to Mikey's discretion.
Okay. Nah. Sentry mode.
Fair. So yeah, used to will know the tavern has stayed fairly active all night. Like, it petered down around 3 or 4 to a couple of tables at a low murmur. But this is sort of airport lounge, Wild West saloon, where like a different bartender came out at like 1 a.m. and they just continued to serve drinks all night.
Oh, those are 2 very different places, James.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying for the whole like continued running doesn't actually shut type deal.
Revs.
I was going to say 24-hour Maccas. You got your dead periods and your active periods.
More or less. This has just been continually active.
I love fantasy revs. Great job. That's a reference to something only I get, isn't it? Yeah. Fair. Yeah. For those who aren't aware, Revs is open from Friday at 12 noon, and they close Monday at 9 a.m.
Yeah, fair.
What's the revs?
Nightclub. Out of the city in Fitzroy. It's called Revolver upstairs. Everyone calls it Revs.
Yeah, fair. But yeah, like over the course of the evening, most people will have retired at some point. Theta and Omega stayed downstairs because again they both don't sleep.
Lame.
Most like Evander and Lynn, again the 2 that you have that notably stand out, you having spoken to them, they retired at some point for several hours, both requiring sleep. As did most people. Like people have cycled in upstairs, new people have come down or back inside. It's been a revolving. There's always been about 10 to 15 people there. Sometimes, but now that it's morning, it's starting to get up to 30, 35 because everyone's starting to come down for breakfast.
Good. I walk up to my traveling companions. I basically asked if they saw anyone fight last night that looked like to be useful.
Yeah, the Dragon Forge is quite a fighter. I saw him take on 3 opponents after you had gone to bed.
Wish I could say them, but I was in pain. My spleens have regrown. Just an update. It's a hobgoblin trick.
Spleens.
Yeah, spleens. Yeah, they're both regrown. And I grew a third. So, progress. Updates.
Yeah, because out of all the organs you have, a spleen would be the one you'd want extras of.
Yeah, man. Hey, you don't know how hobgoblins work. Their spleen could do more important things, like I don't know.
I don't know what my spleen
is. Their spleen is secretly their heart.
Yeah, sure, we'll go that. Except I lost both of mine yesterday, and I was fine.
Hobgoblins are secretly Time Lords.
What a twist! Explains their love of war. Oh. Yes, I think what else going with that.
That was just a health update that got out of hand.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right. You spoke to the jelly person. What is their skill? I didn't. I was too focused on something else and missed the conversation.
Yes, I remember speaking to what's her name? Lynn. Yes, her abilities were very
They have healing abilities because they were the one who picked you, gave you a couple of tops up and picked up Omega.
What else, Mikey?
Lynn did top ups to one of you. Lynn has lay on hands. You're aware of this.
No.
Yeah. She touched me at one point in a way no one else has. I immediately felt more refreshed and revigorated.
I don't need to know about your private life.
Kind of sounds like our friend we left buried in a ditch. Kind of reminds me of that type of touch, but much more gentle. And my private life, I don't have a private life. I have a curse bearer. I have a title and a service to uphold. But yeah, she should be useful because not falling down when you get hit heavy enough is always useful, and she seems to prevent that. As for hitting stuff herself, I'm not too sure. That conversation didn't go anywhere. Did you speak to anyone else going on, apart from just watching Mr. Dragon Boy?
No, because he's different from what I remembered, so I was trying to identify if I could see what has caused him to change.
A lover's quarrel.
He's my, what you would call, sibling.
Temptation to make an Alabama joke.
But it appears he has gone under extensive repairs, much as myself.
He wasn't always a dragon then? Or is that...
No, we are both dragon forged by creation, but much as I myself was repaired by a former compatriot, he appears to have been restored after damage in battle.
A true warrior. I know many of the sort.
Oh, and Trent, rather than an Alabama joke, I believe a Skynet joke would be more appropriate.
Yeah, that's fair. But I wanted to focus more on the incest part. Okay.
Yeah. Fair.
Anyway,
God damn it. Terrible thought about Warforged.
and what about you, Crystal, that's your name?
It's a real hard one to remember.
Yeah, look, it is, apparently. You think it'd be easy, but really. Ooh. I am one complex brain person. They're making hit me a little too hard, okay? We'll just go with that.
You hear in the back. You hear in the back of your head, Trent. I didn't pick you for your brains.
Yes, my mighty brawn. I say out loud, by the way. I am as strong as an ox.
Right. Well, I was going to say you spoke to them. Are they willing to join us?
They said they needed the thing on it for the night. Whatever that means. I did recall they mentioned something about potentially just joining up within each other and going in that way, since they're all looking for, a party, and they have enough of them to sign up as a party. That is kind of like, it just kind of makes sense. But then I showed up.
I was going to say, isn't there only 4 of them over there?
I may or may not have offered to maybe join them. We were all being arrested. I didn't know what was going on.
You were getting money, that's what was happening.
Yes, money for bail. Yeah. But yes. Whatever happened to our other friend? I know the short one, kind of annoying.
He's
Press the
over
button.
there as I point in the corner.
Ah! I thought you ran away. I yell across the bar.
I'm back.
I'm assuming you said you were going to send a message and then come back. It's the next
Was either I
morning,
was
so
sending
are
one
you
or
back?
Michael was sending one to me, so I was not sure.
I said, did anybody have anything they were going to do over the course of the night?
We're gloriously stupid.
If not, he's not there.
Are you there, Bailey? Yay or nay?
Well, I mean, money's involved. Of course I'm here.
Ah, you're back. I thought you ran away from across the bar.
Nah, I'm just hiding bush outside town.
Right, well, come over here for a second.
We promised I won't arrest you.
Much.
How did that go? How did that go for you lot, though?
Ah,
The
well,
whole arresting thing is not my style.
I didn't think it was mine either. But then they asked me to tell the story, and I told them about the button pressing, of the mountain exploding, of Alfan, of Valerie,
Oh, really good thing I didn't get caught then.
and everything that
could've
we
been
caught up
bad.
to, and everything I pressed. I mentioned that you pressed the button, and I remembered that you're the one that exploded after you messed with the wires, asking me for help for some reason. And went on about
Long story
that. I
short,
talked about
they gave
Alfan,
us
talked
money.
about the knife.
Good, we got money. Where's my share?
Yes.
I put down a satchel with 100 gold coins. That is your portion of the reward.
So we're doing the battle thing today, right? Or is that tomorrow?
We have to sign up today. It starts tomorrow.
Yes, I do believe the lady at the desk said today was the last day to sign up. If we
Do we
wish
have
to
a
do the
full party
team
yet?
battle.
Or do we have a full team?
No.
Well, your hobgoblin friend spoke to, and I point over at the group of the other people, to the others that put their posters up. And we were just discussing if they're joining us.
Fair.
Fuck this. You know what? Let's find out. I stand up and I walk over to Omega, Lynn, Dragon, other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, guys. My arms over two of them. What's going on?
Good old other.
At this point, the only one you've not spoken to, Evander looks up. We were discussing our plans for today, and some of us were having breakfast.
Oh, don't let me stop eating. As I kind of pushed in between them and sit down.
You're that guy. Got it.
Apparently.
Oh god, this is going to go so badly.
Oh, well.
So, I remember fighting Mr. Omega here last night. Thank you again for healing me. I didn't speak to you, and grrr, to you too.
Oh god.
It was a spectacle. Just daggers from Theta, and Omega just silently just looks over you.
Yeah, look, if I'm not mistaken, I got hit pretty hard last night, so I could be mistaken, but you said you were going to think about joining us over the night, and, well, last I checked, the night had passed, unless it was multiple and I got hit very hard. That's happened before.
We were just discussing that now.
Ah!
The thing is, we're all intending to enter the tournament, and from what
As
you
am I.
said, you're only looking for 2.
Unfortunately. Although I could ditch the others.
So we're just weighing up whether or not we wish to look for a 5th and enter ourselves, or if any of us wanted to go with you instead.
Ah, that is fair. Oh, well, I'll let you rest your head easy. There is no hard decisions whichever way you go. However, Mia, you totally should join us. We would have more glorious fights with our brains and brawn and your shooty thing.
He just
That's
he just nods.
So persuasive. So persuasive.
Roll a persuasion check. Yeah, they look. We'll get back to you shortly. If you need anything, we'll be here for probably the next half hour while we eat. If you make make any hard decisions, we've got all day to sign up, so we're going to think about our options and see if there's anyone else needing assistance.
I've seen that he will walk around town. They could all use some help. But yes, have a good think. I will tell you where I would be, but honestly, with this group, I honestly don't know. I get dragged around all the time, even for time. Did I mention I've time traveled technically? Yeah, I wake up in a field after like a year and a few months have gone past, and then I was like, shit, this tournament.
I was going to say,
Evander just raises an eyebrow.
Yeah, when there's something about a mountain exploding.
Okay.
And then some gods came back. We worked on the field. There was Evander, who used to be a friend of ours.
While he's giving this speech, can I let the others know I'll meet them at the stadium at lunchtime, and I'm going to go out?
Sure.
So whoever they decide to bring, though I do say Omega's cool, and I'm interested in Theta and Lynn. So yeah.
Yeah, then I stabbed him with a dagger that my friend has that got from Valtaxian. Yeah, the god, you know Valtaxian, the cult that have people following them. Yeah, that one. Yeah, he gave him a dagger that kills people 100%. If they're meant to be dead, they die. That's really interesting. So I stabbed him with it, and he didn't die, but he wasn't bleeding.
Is this going to turn into another 15-minute recap?
Hey, no one else is doing anything.
I've done something. I don't know what the others are doing.
I'm waiting for someone to shut me up. Is basically what I'm doing. That's why I'm not doing in massive detail.
Yeah, they're just looking at you. Evander's pulled out a notebook and is scrolling things. Theta's looking around. Omega is expressionless like always, and Lynn is very quizzically judging you as they are rolling insight check after insight check after insight check.
And if you don't want to believe me, the town guard put me in a room recently after we got arrested yesterday. Some of you were here, I think. Yeah, I chopped one of the guards in half, then my friend saved them, and look, it's a little bit of a blur. I think someone may have slipped my drink, because that's not normally how I act. Anyway, I apologized to them, told them this story, but I was in a room of zone of truth, and I didn't lie at all, and they just let me go. In fact, they let us all go. They just kind of left. I didn't even know I could leave till after, like, half hour, 40 minutes of talking, and then I just sat there and continued my painting. I like to pull out my painting and show them.
Yep. Bailey, /EM works better for those type of comments in chat.
Cool.
That'll do it in like a big orange block, and if you select like Kef down the bottom, it'll say Kef pokes Crystal, and then the chat.
But yeah, so that's been my last 3 weeks of life. If you're interested, I could take it to where we buried our friend. No, buried's a bit of a word. I think we just left him in a hole. I honestly can't remember, and he wasn't my friend. I had known him for about a day, I guess a year, 3 weeks and a day, but we didn't talk for that year, so it's not exactly a good friend. Well, exactly a close friend, but, you know, he kind of died, so he shouldn't... I should have been there to protect him, because clearly he couldn't protect himself. But, yeah, so Mallory, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, he attacked me from behind when I challenged her to an honorable duel. Most inhonorable thing anyone could do, so, you know, it's not a big loss. If you have any questions, feel free. But yes, if anyone to explore any details, let me know. Oh, here's my other painting. I like to show them the painting of the fire portal in the hole.
Just where are you keeping these paintings?
My back.
Well, see, it depends how big they are. If they're painted on rollable parchment or canvas, he could be rolling them up and storing them in his backpack.
That's what I've been shooting of them.
Nothing is saying like he's drawing these on big like wood frame canvases. As you show the photo of the fire portal, Lynn pipes up. So where exactly is this? You said a field outside of town.
Yeah, a field outside of town. 3 weeks journey to the west. Oh, I mean, there's like a river, lake, puddle in the way, and then that actually may have been extended. I don't know if that ever changed. Did I know if that candy changed back?
No,
like did that
you
part
left.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So there was this part of like the river that we were going to cross, but then we're like, "Fuck, this is a lake." And so we walked around, and then we found a goose.
Have you fed that thing?
Yes. And, you know, so 3 weeks to the west, go around the river. That's what made it 3 weeks. I think it'd be about 3 weeks when we cross it too. I don't know. If you come past, you'll see a little bulbous area of new lake that happened when I ate one of these candies. Want one?
No, thank you. She's just writing down like these directions.
Yeah, and then you'll see these big craters. There was a crater about my size, and his size, and his size, and a massive crater which was Alfan sized. He was a gargoyle. He was a Goliath. If you have any questions, yeah, he was pretty big. He used the same sword I have. In fact, that's how I discovered the sword exists. And then my sword's like, oh yo, that's sick, and like became its own thing and formed itself into it after I asked it to nicely. Bit convincing, but it worked out. And yes, I know you're hungry. I can't feed you anything else at the moment.
Cats be like,
the portal isn't there anymore because take my sword off carefully. This bad boy ate it. Just put it on the table over food. Don't really care. Yeah. So
on that point, give me a moment. You have presented this weapon, claiming it ate the fire portal.
Oh no, they're not taking it from me. Sorry, Pete doesn't look like they're joining us anymore. They had an accident. They fell under my sword.
Oh god.
What? No, I'm not bleeding. It's their blood.
Well, I'm not there, so if you start a brawl fight, you're on your own.
That's okay. I don't need your help. See, I never meant this session to become the Trent show again, but no one else was saying anything, and it was awkward and quiet.
As Lynn reaches out and touches the weapon, they exhale deeply, and you watch the entire weapon frost over and then start steaming.
Can I tell what's happening?
It got very cold at this table very quickly.
Yeah, but like, if I roll like an Arcana or something, will I find out what
You can
potentially may have
certainly
happened?
try.
Cool, because I have no fucking clue. I might have a clue.
It's not an ability you have any idea. That was not a spell. That almost seemed like an innate ability.
Oh. What you doing?
Verifying your story.
By touching my property. I mean, I'm fine if you want to touch the sword. You just have to ask.
The sword is yours. The power is not.
No, that's what I said.
And I was verifying what you said.
Yeah, a lot of people don't believe that I wield the power of a curse. But it's a great honor in my clan.
That's not the power I'm talking about.
You mean the elemental plane of fire portal that I ate the sword ate? Because yeah, that's not the sword's power; it's a fire portal.
Yes.
I mean, if you want, I can make it. I can make him spit it out.
It's not. I would rather you didn't. It's not in town, at least. It's not often you see a bearer of a seasonal force.
Seasonal force. You mean the summertime?
The seasons flow from the elemental planes. If your weapon truly holds the power of the elemental plane or of fire or a portal to it, you have become a beacon of summer yourself.
Haha. What's that mean?
It means there will be people looking for your power. Those who would wish to pervert the course of nature.
Cool. And what happens if I do it? I don't have any plans to do it intentionally.
If you do it, we will have a very awkward conversation where I run you through with my sword.
Haha. Sounds like a good date.
You can't.
In my culture, that's a marriage proposal.
You can't.
Hey, Raul!
Yeah. Don't know what that reply was, but yes. Yes.
Just a laugh.
And?
He wouldn't answer my question.
About what? Can't you see him
said-
having a conversation?
He wouldn't answer me when I asked him what he was worthy of.
Isn't it the god thing?
I don't know.
Hey, Lynn, you look like the gods, right? Or something to do with them, at least. What does it mean if he's worthy of something and then refuses to answer the question? Oh wait, you'll answer my questions. We'll get back to that. Sorry, Kev. So, me being summer, us getting married by you proposing via a sword in my gut.
We're getting married?
There is a deep echo. That's not what I'm saying. And if your friend there is saying they are a chosen of a god, that...
Faltaxian. He's the one that he's the one that owns a sword that Faltaxian can kill anybody with if they're out of the balance of
It matters
death.
not to me which god he claims to be chosen by.
Okay.
Those chosen or claiming to be chosen by a god are set with a higher purpose. They may not know what their exact purpose is themselves. Most are unwilling to share what it is because even claiming to be a chosen puts a target on one's back.
Hey, Kev, stop asking. You're annoying him. He doesn't even know.
Oh, okay. So I'll ask you the question. What's he worthy of?
Friendship.
Hey, Raul!
Kev, goodness, wait, I'm having a conversation with my new friends.
And?
And it's rude to interrupt.
Like, every word that's being said by you at this point is being written down by two different people now. Omega's just watching you. Theta is looking at, and both Lynn and Evander are taking notes on this conversation.
Shut up.
Wait
You're
up there!
embarrassing me in front of the wizards.
Raul.
Yes, Kev. Also, why are we yelling across a bar? Come over here.
Good point. Scamper. Just
At this
appears
point,
from under the
you
table
notice
on a chair.
80% of the tavern is looking at you because you've been shouting across the room.
I wave.
Hey, Raul.
Yeah.
What do you think of the chances are one of these gods shows up at this Grand Melee thing?
Oh, I don't speak to the gods. Hey, Lynn, what's the chance?
I wouldn't know. I think you have some major misgrievances about what the gods in general, and I'm not sure what you think I am.
Well, you touched me in a way I've only been touched by one other person, and you healed me, and he liked gods, so I'm just assuming you also like gods.
Not particularly.
Yeah. Sorry, Kev, she doesn't know. Also, Kev, this is Lynn. Lynn, Kev.
Hi, Lynn!
Evander, Kev, Evander.
Hi,
ignore
Evander.
him. Amiga,
Ignore
Kev,
who?
Amiga. Don't worry about
Hi,
it.
Amiga.
Trent, I'm gonna ask this.
I'm-
I'm gonna ask this because it's been irking me for ages now. Are you fucking up that name on purpose?
Yes.
Okay.
And the
Fader.
our friend calls him Fater.
Well, hi everybody, I'm Kev.
Ignore him. People will hold in space and continue on or something.
I made a button go boom, apparently.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
really
yeah.
tough and I plugged the
Sudden-
thing back in.
He's
Oh,
not-
my-
And
You're the person
suddenly
I said that
Evander's
pressed the
quill.
button.
Suddenly Evander's quill starts moving on its own, and he pulls out a second book.
Yeah, remember the person I said that pressed the button and exploded a mountain after shooting a giant laser into space? That was him.
Hi!
He got me to help rewire it. I didn't know what I was looking at, to be honest.
Holds book up, begins sketching.
Kev just like strikes a pose on the table.
Does anyone else really want to punch Kev in the face?
Yes, I do. Yeah, it's like your annoying little sister. You know you're not allowed to punch because you'll get in trouble with your parents.
You certainly are a interesting lot. We'll leave it at that.
But out of the entire party I've been thrown with, I've known him the longest. Like an extra week longer.
So you're telling me the chaotic events you've described happened in less than a month?
Of our time, not your time.
It
Our
happened
time.
in like a week, yeah.
It was two and a
Like-
bit weeks travel time there, and then shit,
Yeah.
and then 3 weeks travel here. So
Yeah, so it was like, what, the 3 weeks we travelled from the
in
halls.
the nicest way, in the nicest way, Cursebreaker.
Bearer.
What hag or abomination did you cross to be cursed with such unfathomable uncertainty?
I
Stars.
don't know
me.
about a hag, but there was this one Dragonborn. He was green.
So, like, 10% of the Dragonborn.
Yeah, I never got his full name. It was something to do with, you stopped me killing a whole bunch of people and kidnapping part of your village, and now will pay my wrath, and I've never seen him again.
Ah,
So it could have been him.
interesting.
Yeah, he's like 8 foot tall, really skinny. If you see him around, let me know.
Hey, Lynn.
Yes.
You do magic stuff, right?
One moment. Yes. As much as anyone, I would say.
How does your magic work?
Buddy.
My magic comes from my purpose.
Oh, that's funny. Mine comes from the stars.
Hey, Kev, buddy. We don't need a full interrogation of them because they may not be joining us for the melee, so we don't really need to know fully. But I mean, if you want to know, I guess you can ask. But I'm pretty sure they were talking about the god stuff that happened and how we exploded a mountain together, and those gargoyles on there, and then us getting arrested yesterday, then me finding Amiga and winning.
You got arrested yesterday.
They
I
say no. They say it wasn't an arresting, but we weren't allowed to go anywhere else. And I had medicals on me, and they made Sorty disappear. Like,
So you're a felon.
no,
the numbers of people joining us are dwindling.
no, not a felon. To be a felon, I know you have to be charged with something. They let us go. We were arrested and brought in for questioning. Although I have done some questionable things in the past, but never got caught for it, so still not a felon.
Give me a moment.
So I don't even know what sort of like events I could actually do.
I mean, Mikey, I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
Right?
I thought somebody was going to shut me up and drag me away.
I just left when Kev started to be annoying. So when Kev's mouth opened.
I'm fighting somebody else today.
Fighting my self-control.
That's me every day.
There is a couple of grumbles, but nothing else happens. You are a very interesting one, to say the least.
I have been told that before.
Hey, Ra.
If I could offer some advice, maybe don't speak about your transgressions so openly.
Why? They're not transgressions. They're stories. Stories are made to be passed from one person to another via the oral matter, or picture matter, as in case of me sometimes.
Lynn just turns. I tried. My conscience is clear. There is a nod and a grunt.
Ra.
Yes, Cat?
Don't we have to do the sign-up thingy today?
Yes.
We should hurry up and do it.
Isn't that what Crystal and,
I don't know what those two were up to.
doing?
Crystal just got mad because I kept asking too many questions.
We're browsing.
Yeah, okay.
Literally.
I'll be cutting over to you two in a minute.
I can only
I'm trying
imagine
to think
why
of a way
they-
to game the system.
Not only that, it's just I have no like standout skills I can actually use in a tournament.
I mean, no, I don't have any tournament skills whatsoever. Is there a prayer circle?
Oh, since there's a Prius.
Prius, biggest miracle competition.
I mean, I could join the like no magic allowed brawl.
Do it.
A Prius, that's a brand of horse.
Yeah. Horsepower.
Well, I can't. Well, you know, Pete doesn't seem to think they'll let us in a breath holding competition, and I can't enter a eating competition.
I mean, you can.
No, it doesn't have a food hole.
I don't have a food hole.
How did you speak?
Telepathically.
It
Vibrations.
it hums out of my body.
That's weird. I love it.
It's like a hymn.
I kind of want to touch you when you speak. Vibrating. Does it mean I can show you off a tuning fork? Boom.
You can certainly try.
Taps Crystal with tuning fork, resonance frequency, Crystal just falls into pieces.
Huh.
Well,
We need.
back to the Elder Gate we go.
For the second time.
This time a lot more permanently.
After resurrection, come back as a gnome.
You joke, but the backup I really want to play is a gnome.
Larry seems like fun.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
So we should do the sign-up thing, Raul, before it closes. When time does that close?
We later today.
Does
we
it
still.
close?
Yes.
20 minutes ago.
You have like 8.5 hours till sign up closes. It
How long
closes
is this
at the end
conversation
of the
going for?
day.
We still need to find someone else to join. We can't join the 4 people.
I thought
No
that was-
matter how mighty you think.
No, 5's the minimum.
Oh.
It was 5 or 6 per for the battles. You could potentially register more people, but the prize money gets split between your entire team.
Why don't we just find some urchins or something and just be like, you?
You,
We could do.
4-year-old child, come join our battle.
Yeah, you there. Expendable meat bag.
Yeet him at enemy.
You want to make more money than you ever made in your entire life?
Shit, he died. We need a new orphan for next round.
No one would kill an orphan. It's the perfect human shield.
But to
my
say,
favorite piece
do
of armor.
orphanages
No,
have a rent an orphan option? Temporary
I was going to say,
usage?
don't children have immortality engaged?
Oh, not in my fucking campaign.
Nope.
The amount of kids I've killed in D&D is quite high.
Trent, you've seen
Can't
my
do it in
backstory.
real NPC.
You've seen my backstories. You've seen why I don't physically write them anymore.
Remember that time me and Jess blew up an orphanage in the Dark Manor campaign?
I thought it was an old person home.
Was on.
No, that makes it better.
I can't remember.
Yeah, Trent, I'll just point you back to the time I wrote a happy backstory and the time I said, fuck it, let's just see what happens.
Yes, I was aware. I was DMing one of those.
Yeah. I'd like to point out, the happy one still had, I believe, at least one child, potentially. And the one I said, fuck it, I'm pretty sure committed a war crime.
Yes, you did.
Or two.
I feel like Trent would be an interesting DM.
It depends. Do you like your D&D with preparation?
No.
Then you'd love my campaign. Because
So,
it's
D&D.
so much of a rule of cool is king. Within reason.
Excellent. I'm really cool.
I effectively turned an NPC into venom that was eating souls and became an eldritch abomination and ate the big bad guy at the end of the last campaign.
Yeah,
You're right.
we're not even joking. He was a goblin.
That ended up getting partially fused with my dead rogue when I got given the control of the NPC because my character died and he wished to be strong like his friends, and then ended up eating the souls of my previous two characters and then the big bad guy and had sentient armor that was basically venom.
He now lives somewhere in the astral sea.
And went, yeah, I don't know how long I can hold the list. Lich, cast Banish. Banish sends you back to your home plane. This goblin was originally summoned out of a magic item that apparated from the astral sea. We just yeeted him off into the abyss.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, John was a ride. I had him for 4 sessions.
Yeah, about that.
And he instantly
So
became
anyway.
my most overpowered character I've ever played.
Yeah.
But yes,
And that was at level 10.
back on track.
Yes. But yes. We should go look for that other person. Unless our new friends have any questions about my story.
No, I think we have it mostly written down.
Well, if you need any more information, no, let me know. I can freely tell you. If no, I apparently shouldn't.
We know where to find you.
Why does it sound so ominous? I say as I get up and walk away. As I get up, I'd like to, one, just leave my sword on the table.
Uh-huh.
And just kind of check money and all that stuff still there.
No one moved. No one attempted to pickpocket you.
Cool.
That you noticed,
As-
at least.
As I get to the door, I just want my sword to apparate on my back.
Uh-huh. It does so.
Kef just follows, waving by.
Yep. As you walk out, we're going to cut back over to the other two, who are walking through the main square, I'm guessing, looking at all the various competitions around.
Yep.
Give me a second about to sneeze.
Achoo!
You are. Huh, to sneeze back.
Pikachu!
It's done that thing where it's just caught at the back of my nose. Nah.
See, that's where Voldemort had it right. If you don't have a nose, you can't sneeze. Or something.
So you
Sure.
look around, there's a pie eating contest, there's a base, like 2 different strongman competitions. One is throwing a hay bale up over a bar behind you, the other is a standard mallet, hit it, fling it up, ring a bell.
Oh, let's see. 15 in strength? Let's just skip that one.
You never know.
There's both an axe throwing and an archery competition. These are basic stalls set up, which are like,
Yeah.
hit the bullseye, win a prize, not like actual run tournaments for the most
Oh,
part.
14 dexterity? Let's skip that one.
I was going to say, I could try anything which has a weapon.
Yeah,
So the axe throwing and the hammer.
you go on down through, like, there is an eating contest. You do see that. There's not a breath holding contest. There is bobbing for apples. You meet
Yeah, no mouth.
the actual tournament registrations. And coming up today is jousting, wrestling, arm wrestling, and one called Arcanum du Volt.
Arcanum du Volt.
Arcanum dus Volt.
Question to people signing up.
Magic
For
of
the
the gods.
jousting, for the jousting, do they provide the mount or do we?
There are horses for rental.
I'll sign up for Magic of God.
Yep.
I'll sign up for the joust.
Cool. The jousting is up first.
Since I actually have a lance.
Yes. Your lance is not allowed
Oh.
because yours is designed for killing things. They hand you a blunted one because you.
Still use the same roll though.
No, you'll be deducting one because the one you've been given is not magic.
Okay.
Yours is designed for killing. Theirs is designed for maiming.
Well, there's a design. This is designed for de-seating and the like. They are blunted. These are tournament lances. They don't exactly want you charging like another combatant and just running them through.
What's the difference?
Not to mention,
DCT,
his has a
gloving?
gun. Just thought I'd bring up that slight little
But
fact.
they do provide it. So jousting will be a contest of 3 skill checks per round. It will be a animal handling land vehicle.
Yep.
Using dexterity. It will be an attack roll, and then it will be an athletics check.
Okay.
Animal
One of
handling
those-
animal handling to steer, attack roll to actually hit the person, athletics to resist being de-seated.
Yep.
If you strike the person, it's 1 point. If you are de-seated, it is 3 points. It is first to 3.
Yep.
You get de-seated, you instantly lose. If this was a proper tournament, you would also lose your horse.
Yes.
Nay.
Okay.
Douche.
I'll...
Douche.
So it's animal handling first.
Yep.
Oh, let's watch my shoddy animal handling kicking.
Across your way is... Give me a second. It is the bugbear that Kef spoke to earlier.
Hey, look, I actually did a half decent animal handling.
Oh, that's not the right sheet. I want that one. That's going to have the appropriate stats on it. Animal handling. So you both succeed in it, but you did win your animal handling check. So you are currently up 1. Now it is the attack roll, which you are.
Cool.
Which this is less diverse than AC. This is just how good you hit compared to the other person, which may give you advantage or disadvantage based on the second roll.
Holy shit!
Yeah. So. Your opponent has disadvantage on their athletics check.
Cool.
Because you beat them by like a full 10.
What?
Bang! You just completely de-seat the bugbear as he rolled like a 10.
Not well.
He rolled a 10 with disadvantage.
Cool.
He choked.
What happened is Pete steered decently and then just nailed him right in the chin and just took him straight off the horse. So you move on to the second round. You are now facing off against... Let me check my NPC list. Who else would be appropriate?
Oh, Tiamat.
Fuck off.
No.
Now watch me do shitty.
him. He'll be decent. You face off against the other hobgoblin. Red Hand, the Unbroken.
Careful, he's got 2 spleens.
Red Hand handily beats you with an animal handling check of 23.
Yeah.
And then for his attack roll,
That's not so good.
he beats you with a 24.
Ooh.
And then athletics. So you're I was about to say you're at disadvantage because he beat you by over 10. So you got DC.
He didn't beat me by over 10. He said he got 24. That's only 8.
Oh, well then still, it'll be a flat roll then. I looked at your animal handling.
Yeah.
And with his athletics, he stays seated as well. So it is a point each way. Next set of rolls. Animal handling. That is a 21 for him.
Yep.
That's a 19 to hit for him. So you both hit. You're not far enough ahead to get advantage. So it's athletics checks again. You stay seated. Yeah. So does he. With the fact that he outrolled you.
Oh, wow. I can't get better than that.
He rolled a 27.
Oh.
So that's 2 points each. So this is match point. So this will come down to the winner of the who has the best result out of the 3 of these rolls, with the exception of if one of you does not roll if one of you gets de-seated.
Yep.
Which, for reference, de-seating is a DC of half the to hit.
Yeah.
So like your 25 to hit there meant it was a 13 to de-seat.
Okay.
Animal handling. Yep, both stay on track. So now it's the to hits. That is 22 versus 20. Yep, and then athletics. So 18, so you stay seated. And then 21, so you lose in the second round to Red Hand.
What did he get on his animal handling?
He got a 16 on his animal handling, but he got a 22 on his to hit, and then a 21 on his athletics.
Okay.
He beat you on the second two.
Yep.
Yeah, so you beat him on your animal handling, but to be fair, Red Hand is just more adept at this. He is proficient in all of these skills.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
So for coming in, we'll say 5th, you get 50 gold for basically winning a round.
Yep.
Moving over to the Arcanum dus Vault. This is a effectively magic duel. It is contested wills. You are effectively firing at a floating enchanted orb. Whoever deals more damage to the orb, or basically more damage, more healing, a stronger effect, i.e. roll dice, will swing the orb one way or the other. And you are looking to get it to... You are effectively playing magic tug of war.
Yeah, right.
So you want to push it 3 times towards your opponent. They want to push it 3 times towards you, or wherever it is after 5 spells.
Oh, like that firefighter thing in England where they put it on a thing with a hose.
Yeah, basically.
Wish I could see the entrance for this one.
This is not a tournament. This is prizes. This is prizes given out for beating. You're effectively fighting town officials, because they know they can't hold this as a tournament because they can't expect a lot of casters to go more than 1 or 2 of these rounds.
Right.
unless they want just cantrips being thrown. So there are rewards based on effectively how much damage and how much damage is dealt and how quickly you defeat your opponent.
Right.
Disintegrate.
Let me find one of the opponents here.
Good thing clerics have all of those attack spells.
Yeah.
I was originally, when this came up before James explained the rules, I'm like, hey, Kev could, if only I was around sooner, Kev could have signed up for it.
That's why I said or healing. So like healing spells will also proc it to move. It's whoever rolls more numbers, basically. Standing before you is a Goliath in rainbow plate mail.
Is he?
Yeah. And there is the big floating, it's effectively a netted orb. It's just slowly spinning. There is a 3, 2, 1, and then you both fire off your spells.
Yep.
What if they actually got...
What do you do? What?
They don't really have much in the way of spells that are effective for this.
Excellent. Do I go with the howitzer first, or do I just go with a little one to see what happens?
Little one.
Little one, there I go. Medium? How much damage does that do? Fuck it. I'm just gonna unload first.
Also, I will say this, for the sake of this, you are each given wristbands, which basically count the orb as being always within touch range for you.
Oh, red.
So things like cure, you don't have to try and jump 15 feet in the air to use cure wounds.
Does it count as, will things that don't affect constructs or whatever still affect it?
Yes.
I was going to say, if you have inflict wounds?
This orb is basically a giant mana battery. Light. It automatically fails saving throws, so...
Yep.
Whoo! That's a thing.
Take that.
88. Wow.
Yeah.
See, that's when inflict wounds is really, really good, because it's D10s, and
I
it
could have
starts at
done
3 of them.
I could compete using Blight, but no, I don't even have that as a spell I could... As registers one I can use at the moment.
-5?
That's because they've got
Great weapon toggled.
They've got great weapon toggled, so ignore that. That also should have rolled at higher level. Oops, I didn't mean to click anything. I was trying to open it. Inflict. Oh, there it is. It's asking higher level now. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, so it moves towards them because they only did 33.
Yeah, only.
But still, 3d10.
No, that was not 3d10.
Oh, 6d10.
That was 6d10. That was a 4th level spell slot.
Yeah.
So it goes to the second firing. They are just going to shoot off another inflict wounds because they don't really have attack spells. So it moves back to the middle as they beat you on damage that time.
Oh my god, I got 20, 31, 37.
Oh, no. I missed the fact that you got the extra damage. I thought that top one was your to hit.
Must be. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, sorry, no, I'm... Yeah, no, there's much a hit. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah, you rolled a 2 and a 9.
Oh, yeah, I rolled double ones.
And then
yeah.
1, 1, 4. Where they rolled 7, 10, 4, and then 5, 6, 2. So it's moved back to the middle. That's both of you out of your 4th level spells. See, this person is set up for defensive spells.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, so they're just gonna, I think, inflict wounds again. Because they just don't have anything better.
You mean inflict wounds?
Oh no. Yeah. That's back towards them.
Wait, is Blight concentration?
No.
No.
No?
Blight is a single shot.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Hey.
a really foul shot.
There goes my second 4th level spell slot.
Yeah, they're just going to fire off another inflict wounds. 28.
No, that's fucking 42.
Oh yeah, 42. Yeah, that was a 10-10-9 and then a 4-10. That was like as good. That was as good as inflict wounds. You have the possibility to beat it because that was a 3rd level inflict wounds. You have the exact same spell.
I do, but I bet you I'm not gonna.
No, it probably not.
That's a 22.
Yeah.
So next round wins
that moves
it.
it back. Yeah, it is this round. Yeah, and here goes another inflict wounds because they just don't have another spell.
Me too. How many is that? That does. No, I might as well just do inflict wounds because it's the best thing I've got. I lose my one.
Oh.
Oh, that was a lot closer than it had any right to be.
This is what my other plan was gonna be. I still would have lost.
It was the same damage.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm out of all my 3rd and 4th level spell slots.
Yeah.
If I get in a fight, I won't ask you to heal me.
Well,
Jousting was first, and then it was this event?
That was this. And the tournament doesn't start till tomorrow.
Are they still accepting entries for the event that Mikey just did?
Yes. Mikey was like literally first round.
Kev's gonna give it a go.
You'll have gotten your entry fee back.
Excellent.
So it didn't cost you anything.
Just a dig.
Can't believe I lost by 1.
So Kef enters. Standing across from Kef is your friend Evander from the tavern.
I watch, hoping.
See, I almost want to join this as well, but I only have 2 spells.
See, I could, but all my spells require me to hit on my sword.
Oh no, does my fire snake count as a spell?
It's got to travel along the ground.
Yeah.
And
no, it's not a spell either.
So he's going to start off with his first spell, which he is going to cast Magic Missile. But he does
2 times however many darts.
Yeah, 2 times 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16 damage.
Oh, neat. Kef's going to let go with a Phantasmal Killer.
Yeah, so you push it that way. He looks at you. I can actually mark up his spells so I can keep track of what he's used.
Yeah, no cheating, James.
It's not cheating when the DM does it.
I know, I do it all the time. Well, yes, this 4th level class did have banishment.
Oh, it's just because like when I generated their sheets, it didn't actually fill in like this is how many spells it hasn't put their spells back up to full.
Mm.
He's just going to look at you, point at it, and fire a lightning bolt.
Nah.
Zap.
Just you still beat it with your Phantasmal Killer.
Well, he's got to cast another spell now.
Rude.
Because
So that was
Phantasmal Killer went against Magic Missile. It's one to you so far.
I was going to say, isn't Phantasmal Killer concentration? No. Yes? No?
yes, it is.
Then roll Phantasmal Killer again. Roll the damage again.
Damn it.
Pushes back to the middle.
So I was going to wonder, how does like concentration spells go?
It's going to proc each turn. He gets away with a single spell.
Okay, so but if he casts another spell, would the concentration hold and get both damages?
No, it'll only take one spell per turn to stop cheese like that. Because otherwise things like wizards would be incredibly broken.
So all I hear is, no, I can't enter this and be competitive.
He's going to point up again, and this time he's just going to fire a fireball at it.
Nuke all the things.
Proc of Phantasmal Killer. Nope. Oh, it's pushed 2 towards me now. Damn it.
Yeah, it's 2 towards you. And yeah, he's just gonna fire off. I'm working out if he wants to use one of these other spells. No, because that's more of a sustain spell. He's just going to use Lightning Bolt again.
Shit.
Do you have any big damage spells?
Phantasmal Killer.
Yeah, no, Kef's like got 3 combat spells and that's it.
Well, sounds like a catfish, doesn't it?
Evander is a wizard. Wizards get a lot of spells.
Yeah.
It's almost like that's their whole shtick.
Yeah.
I thought their shtick was the staff.
Well, do you reckon I can get higher with 7d6 instead of 4d10?
I don't know, can you?
Yes.
I'm trying to work out the math, but I just can't figure it out.
7d6 will be an average of
28.
Yeah, it'll be 28 because it's what?
4s.
Yeah. And 4d10 averages out to be about 20 damage. So the 7d6 is slightly higher average.
Yeah, let's go the 7d6. Drop the Phantasmal Killer and let's go a Guiding Bolt.
No. Yeah,
well, Kef loses.
It pushes, floats directly above you, goes wah 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 wah.
You got klaxoned.
Evan just clacks his staff, smiles, and walks off.
Meh.
Oh, he was smug about it too.
See, is the point? Is it smug, or was it more like I showed up that person who was cocky at my breakfast table?
I cheer.
What was Kef cocky about at the breakfast table?
No!
Kef was Kef at the breakfast table.
Fair.
Hey, Evander was trying to draw him. All he did was take a pose.
So,
Well, Kef noticed someone was drawing him.
anybody else going to try and enter that tournament? Or
Not with my largest spell being a 2d6.
yeah, fair.
I have a larger spell. It just won't do anything.
Unless Knock will work.
No.
I open the barrel. Out pulls confetti. I found the secret way to win.
Yeah. So carrying on the next and final tournament for today.
What was the entry fee for that one?
25 gold.
Oh, and I lost it, right?
Yeah. Because you got fairly handily defeated.
Oh well. That's my fault going in as a support caster, not an actual DP. Not actually as a DPS.
Feel my pain.
Well, how many attack spells do you have active at the moment?
Currently about 3.
Yeah, mine's
cantrips?
Yeah, that's exactly what I have. I only have Phantasmal Killer, Guiding Bolt, and Magic Missile. The rest is support.
Moving on, the last actual tournament for today is archery.
Oh, give that one. Give that a miss.
Well, does it have to be done? Does it have to be done with a bow? Can it be done with a sling?
Or a gun.
Can it be done with strength-based bow?
In other words, do they provide us a weapon or do we use our own?
You are capable of using any ranged weapon of your choice.
Javelin it is.
Ah!
Look
I
at
want
this.
to enter.
So this one is 20 gold to enter.
I will enter as well.
Take my 20 gold.
Cool. So the three of you are entering.
Kef's 20 gold.
As Crystal, you watch them square up, you realize, yeah, it's probably a good idea I didn't enter when the starting target is 50 feet away.
Yeah, nah.
How far is the sling?
Not that
made a
far.
mistake.
Not that far.
I believe both you and Raul are going to be at disadvantage.
Yeah, unless you got sharpshooter.
Not yet.
Because Raul has 20 feet, and I think a sling is 30 by default.
No,
No, 60.
I saw a sling's 3120.
Yeah, so you'll be at disadvantage because the first target is 50 feet, because it's designed for a bow and arrow.
Being an archery contest.
I'm surprised they even let me enter.
They're going to take your money.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, he doesn't have a ranged weapon. Oh, I've got a solution. Okay, money.
Yeah, fair enough. That was good businessship.
Business ship, yeah, that's it.
He wants to embarrass himself? Let him. Get his money
Pretty
first.
much.
I am now regretting entering this, hearing how far the targets are.
Okay, so the first one, this will be your point scale will be based on how high you're able to roll one shot for each target.
Are we talking damage or
No,
to hit?
to hit. 50 feet, 80 feet, 120 feet. Each further target has
Disadvantage?
You'll have disadvantage on all shots, Trent.
Yes.
I don't
You
even know.
said 50, 80, 120, wasn't it?
Yes.
My max is 60.
And the further targets have effectively extra AC added to their score DC, effectively, as a modifier.
Okay.
Cool. I asked him if I can use my gun lance, since it doesn't fire a physical projectile, but a compressed bolt of energy. You can still see where it hits, as it leaves a burn mark.
They don't care so long as it's not a spell.
It's not a spell.
Okay, so you see lining up. It is the bugbear that you defeated in the javelin, and there is a kobold and a gnome, along with a couple of other villagers.
Cool.
They line up the probably about 10, 50 foot away targets and call for the first volley.
Hey.
Okay. I throw my sword.
Holy shit!
Give me a moment, I've actually got to put a sling onto my sheet so I've got a weapon. So I've got the weapon.
Well, I have my lance or I have my bow. It's.
I have my sword.
Fucking hell. Trent, what are you going to do with 80 feet and 120?
Throw my sword.
You can't even reach that far.
I can try.
Toggle.
We all got over 20, I'm thoroughly impressed.
The bugbear also rolled a 25. Apparently I had his sheet set to rolling to GM. So the bugbear rolled a 25. The kobold rolled a 22, and the gnome rolled a 14.
Wait, there's another kobold other than Kef?
Yes.
Yes.
It's not the only one in the world.
Yes, this is a small kobold wielding a light crossbow and various other attachments.
Kobold Artificer. Got it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Could be a craftsman. Anyway.
So, with a 20, with a 25, a 20, with above a 20, that is a bullseye for each of you on the first target.
It's amazing for Trent, really.
I'm happy with that result. I'm good to go home. I'm going to continue, but I'm good to go home.
So, it's now going for the second volley.
On the same target or the next one?
The next target at 80 feet.
Oh, the same target, yeah.
So, Trent, you can't even hit it.
Yep.
So, I'm going to ask you to make an athletics check followed by an attack. Because you roll high enough on the athletics check, I'll give you disadvantage.
Did I just peg someone in the crowd by accident?
No,
So that would be a 1.
you missed the target.
Athletics first.
Yes, athletics. I will give you a shot at disadvantage at the 80 feet target.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Oh god.
Twang!
You definitely killed someone in the audience.
Have you seen the Olympics clip where like the guy at the World Javelin isn't paying attention and gets speared?
Yeah.
That's what just happened with your mountain cleaver. Because the guy back there's like, oh yeah, he's throwing a sword. I'm 120 feet away. I'll be fakung.
Can we jump into medic mode and go attempt to rescue a
first,
person?
I need to roll all the NPCs.
I was gonna say,
So stupid.
is Mikey rolling? Oh no,
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no,
How many of my friends are here? Do I have 20 allies nearby?
It caps at like 6,
5.
doesn't it?
Caps at 5.
You got one less now.
Okay, so Kef completely misses. Trent completely misses.
I hit a target.
You two do not move on to the next round.
Question, can we take this moment to go, like, after this volley's been fired, to go assist the impaled person now?
Yes, because Trent also needs to get close enough to retrieve his sword.
I mean, I can stay where I am and retrieve my sword. After the attack finishes, it would just appear back at me.
No, because it's outside of your 60-foot range.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't have a range, but fair. I'll go over there anyway.
Fair. But yeah, so Pete with a 21, you score a 9 on the inner ring.
Yep.
The longbow scores another 10, as does the revolver. The light crossbow only scores like a 6. Moving on to the last target. So you guys can sort of take him away and deal with him. So now it is a roll from the 3 NPCs and Peter.
Wouldn't the revolver only have a 16 to hit?
No, because the revolver has sniper.
Okay.
The revolver has sniper. It's just the actual weapon ranges are put in. So that's a 14.
Because I don't have anything that can help balance that.
Point-wise, Pete, you come in third. The bugbear comes in second. The gnome comes in first. Because the gnome scored a 10, the bugbear scored an 8. So the gnome beats the bugbear by 1, and then you're like 3 points behind them.
Yep.
Because you only score like a 5 on the last shot. Effectively, each target went up to... the DC for each score went up by 2.
All good.
So you coming in third actually get an item.
Oh, okay.
You get you get a common magic item of I will get back to you. It's you get a magic arrow, like a single-use magic arrow.
Patriot arrow.
Hey, I had that last time.
Yeah, it's a magic arrow. I forget what it is. I haven't got the note written down. I will get back to you after the session.
Yep.
That is it for actual tournaments. There is just carnival games as of today.
Carnival games.
Yeah, the hit the thing, ring a bell. There's some arm wrestling. Oh no, there was also actual wrestling today. That was the last tournament. So there was actual Greco-Roman like wrestle to a pin type wrestling.
Oiled naked wrestling.
I did send you a GM message, James, if you didn't catch it.
Maybe they're not participating at the moment because I wasn't aware of that. Yeah, so that style wrestling, but not the whole naked oiled up thing. It's just wrestling to the pin.
They're removing the best part of it.
What?
I said they're removing the best part of it.
Is anyone going to partake in the wrestling?
No.
No.
It's mainly going to use athletics. Athletics is a okay score for me.
Athletics is not good enough.
That thing I do not have proficiency in.
I'm going to join. Why not?
Sure.
Fair enough.
Give me a second. I just need to roll a dice out of the NPCs to see who you fight.
James, while you're rolling that dice, I'd now like to take the moment as Kev to set up the stall and start doing fortune readings. He's had his fun for the morning.
1, 2, 3. Mikey, can you roll me a D4?
I love rolling dice.
Oh no.
Oh! Mikey, you are guided into the ring, and standing across from you is a solitary figure in a suit of rusted plate mail with 2 horns at the top sweeping back.
Who's this?
You don't know who this is. They stand across...
I'm not wrestling.
No, Trent is. You were rolling a D4 for Trent's opponent.
Oh.
There were four of the NPCs that were capable of entering this tournament, and I wanted someone else to roll, so I didn't pick one that was specifically good against Trent. Standing in front of Trent is a figure in rusted plate mail with 2 large horns and glowing yellow eyes.
Oh no.
Oh, good luck.
And at this point, you're all watching, and there's about 7 people in the crowd going, "Night Fist! Night Fist! Night Fist!"
Oh no.
A named wrestler.
I'm
With
in
a fan
danger.
group.
Yeah, no.
So how much money have I wasted?
This was 25 gold to get in. No, Trent...
25?
Yeah, Trent knows what he's actually fighting. Trent was there when this character was built. Yeah. So this will be opposed. This is just going to be opposed rolls the whole way through. So we'll skip the to hit. We'll just go straight to opposed athletics checks.
Okay. Oh no.
Bye, Trent.
As you clash to the chorus of Night Fist, you go for the grapple. It just plants its palm in your face and just slams you back into the ground.
I feel like you're going to be one of those don't try this at home examples.
Yep.
I have a question, James.
Yes.
How closely are, like, officials watching?
What do you want to try?
Would I be able to cast Infuse Clumsiness?
Make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand checks. I'm not good at those.
You fail, and with Mage Slayer, he punches you in the face as you try to cast your spell.
Also, you're trying to cast a spell while grappled.
Also, question.
And he has advantage on you because you're grappled.
Also, question. Do I need a sleight of hand check if it's only a vocal command?
Yes, because you're still trying to hide. Sleight of hand is to hide it.
Sleight of no. Which I was a bard.
So
I guess.
disadvantage on your Constitution saving throw. You lose your spell. And now it'll be an athletics check where he has advantage because you were focused on trying to cast a spell. So you can athletics or acrobatics to try and escape. He is going for the pin.
I will roll my highest one. Survival.
No, athletics or acrobatics.
Survival to survive.
Well, can survival actually kick in during this?
No, survival is a knowledge-based skill. So
yeah, it's knowledge-based.
Roll your check.
Intimidation to scare him off, you know. Oh no.
So,
Oh god.
from the outside, you've all seen this person just plant Trent. Trent go to say something, you just get cold cocked across the face, flipped over, and arm barred straight into submission.
You got a cock in your face.
So that is
Oh,
it. That is it over. You are pinned. It is done.
This makes me want to try it, but
Man, out of all the people I know that could be in this,
I will give you.
I did not want to fight him.
I will give you one more check to break the pin before the 3 counts. So he will make an athletics check versus one of your checks.
2. I clicked that. No.
I feel like it's that scene from The Simpsons, like, stop, he's already dead.
3. Ooh. 2.9 actually. Look at me being a WWE wrestler.
Boom!
Yeah, he goes, rope break.
Yeah, my foot just appears up there for no reason.
So you managed to break that, and he's just going to go straight for the pin again. Because he still has the quote-unquote advantage on you. You've just managed to break the pin.
No!
Got momentum, hitting it with SummerSlam.
Yep. So now you're in pin again, so now it's the escape from pin.
Man, this is just that one point in like SummerSlam where they just repeatedly pin each other after like slapping each other.
Yeah, basically.
You know who would be great at this? Phantasmo.
Yes, he would.
Yeah.
Do you know who else would be great at this? Lubash.
Anything with rage, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it's another athletics check. He's got you in the pin again. So now it is your attempt to escape from this. I need to look into for the restrained and grapple because I don't know if you can athletics out of it. I'm allowing it because I'm not sure on the rules. Crunch!
Good damn. Make it up as you go.
Crunch!
My shoulder spleen.
Yeah, the spleen.
This is an armbar with an audible pop and a slight crack, and then Nightfish just stands up with just arms above his head, pump, 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 and just walks off.
Oh, he's right back.
I feel like he should stand up while holding Trent's arm still.
Same. If you want to rip my arm off, I'm okay. What kind of?
Nah.
You just go, stay down.
see, this makes me want to enter it.
Rumble. One day we have to figure out the mechanics to do a Royal Rumble.
Honestly, probably wouldn't be too hard.
It's not it's just the grapples. Like the pin is technically a special move from the grappler feat.
Because Royal Rumbles, you have to throw them over the top rope or whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's a default mechanic. You would just end up using the push attack. You just have to work them to grapple and drag them to the edge, and then go for a push, which is just athletics versus I think would be an opposed athletics check to just shove them over the top rope.
It should definitely be a one shot.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm down.
So yeah, you lost, and yeah, as Trent said, he got the worst person for that.
Yeah, but I knew I was going to have a bad time regardless of what I thought, really. I'm a plus 4 to my best at.
I didn't enter when I have no proficiency in athletics, and I've got at best a +2.
So Pete, did you want to enter?
Yeah, fuck it, why not? You said it was 25 to get in.
Yes. Bailey, roll me a d4.
Not this.
It won't be Night Fist again.
Not again!
Roll again.
Yes. It's a d4 because there's four choices. 3.
Roll and smoke will become an expedition match.
So what we have that one, we have that one. Crunch, 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 it's Theta.
Say that, yes!
I'm just going down my list and I'm like, who would enter this?
But I swear audibly. In all the languages I know.
I'm gonna prepare healing word real quick.
Snarl. And you hear from the sideline, try not to break him too badly.
That's not encouraging.
I wasn't talking to you.
I know.
Don't die! That's your
Listen,
encouragement.
mending can only do so much.
So yeah, this is opposed athletics checks.
Yeah, that's decent.
Whack. Tie in the middle.
Like you just made it like the double hand grab stalemate.
Yeah.
No,
you
it's
go-
like sumo wrestlers colliding. Doosh.
It's the collar and elbow tie up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the strength.
Boom.
Ooh, damn.
Sweeps the back of your leg and just puts you down.
Yeah, I don't have mathematics athletics.
Goes for the armbar, and then insta pin. Insta pin, insta restrain, 3 count. Because that was 3 victories in a row. That was the down, that was the pin, that was the lock in.
And
Like the
your
first
winner.
one is deadlock. It was like, hey, I might actually survive this. Nope. There comes the younger brother. Or older brother.
Crunch, 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 crunch,
Ooh,
crunch.
what you say?
Large growl just picks you up and just chucks you up the side. You skid like 10 or 15 feet, dink, up against the edge of the arena, just stomps over.
And our job is adventuring.
You go, I see you at Backlash, brother.
It's like, nope. It's like, this reminds me. Ouch.
This takes me back.
It does. This is not why I fight him barehanded.
Yeah, he held back.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so you lose that tournament as well. Yeah, unlike the last time I held one of these tournaments, people are actually statted, so you're not just yeeting peasants who rock up to a tournament and they're like wrestling, and it's like this is a guy with 14 strength, bend him in half.
But I like bending peasants. It's my favorite form of bending.
Hey, I did well on the first one. I tied him, and then it's just no.
Yeah.
Some people
So
die bend, some people
that is
bend.
the
I peasant bend.
That is the extent of the tournament.
Oh fuck! I know what I should have done.
I should have.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you could have. Wouldn't have helped you.
yeah, it would.
No, it wouldn't.
Would have made him feel better.
Because you
it's
would.
advantage on athletics.
Yeah. Except for the
It
problem,
wouldn't.
every time you would have had advantage, so would have he. You're not the only one with rage in that fight.
Yeah, I know, but it would have got me out of pin.
Maybe.
It would
26.
have got him out of pin in that first one.
I think we should do an expedition rematch.
Maybe another time.
I'm at Peter and him, not me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like that's basically all of the main tournaments for today.
I was surprised 2 party members didn't wrestle.
That's all the ones that I've actually got prepped.
Which 2 party members are you surprised
Maybe
didn't
2
wrestle?
party members might have wrestled if they both said they were entering at the same time.
Yeah, that would have helped.
rather than me rolling, be going, maybe I'll enter afterwards. Same as you would have potentially fought Kef, but Kef joined after you did your match.
I would have fucking annihilated Kev.
Potentially, yeah.
It would have been funny to see who was actually stronger.
The support caster or the support caster.
Yeah.
I got my shock. Of getting a bullseye.
I was going to say, well, after nursing a sore mechanical shoulder, I try and find Raul and basically go...
I was watching you get beat up.
Yeah, I know. I still find you and
anymore.
basically go, so, have you spoken to the others? Oh.
Others?
Omega! I think her name was Lynn.
You mean yeah, Omega. Yeah, never mind. I forgot that Omega is also a name like that's not related to yours. Never mind. I doped on my own NPC for a second.
No, I haven't heard back from them.
I'm waiting on an
I
email.
don't think I actually have an Omega in my backstory, do I?
Not from the list you've given me.
Because Omega would be the last one made. But anyway, yeah, so I say, have any of them said anything about joining us? Oh.
I don't know, did Fader say anything?
No, he growled. He threw
that
me
a
to the
yes?
ground and beat me up, but there's nothing
I know, it was
unusual
very
for that.
enjoyable. It was very enjoyable to watch.
I was going to say, when we first clashed, it was a tie, and then he kind of reminded me why I never fought him unarmed.
Yeah, I saw the whole fight.
I wouldn't call it a fight.
I was giving the benefit of the doubt, but yeah, you got slaughtered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not designed for that sort of fighting.
Trent at least managed to kick out twice.
Yeah, I at least got like a little bit of backing of the crowd, and then everyone started cheering for me, and then I got written off because they didn't want to cheer for me. And I got fired 6 months later.
Yes. So, what about Omega and Lynn and the other two?
Pushy.
I don't know.
Well, if we kind
Okay.
of want to join this main tournament, it starts tomorrow, and we kind of need to fill out the form today.
James.
Mm-hmm.
Around the area we're at, is there like a contest of strength?
Yes.
Who is currently doing it?
There's a bunch of peasants around it there because there's the hammer ring a bell, and there's just a bunch of tables where people are arm wrestling.
This way we ask, is anyone else in the party doing it at the same time?
I would like to, one, go over to the group of peasants doing the hammer
Uh-huh.
and ask them if they'd like to make more money than they've ever seen in their life.
Oh, really?
How?
By joining me and my friends in the Grand Melee. We're planning on winning. But we need a fifth.
The only peasant seeing you addressing he looks over to the people throwing legitimate fireballs and mage tournament. Like, we're good. We're good. I have work next week. I don't have any sick days left.
No glory in cowardice, my friend, as they walk off.
But
No glory in death either.
Plenty of glory in death.
He doesn't have to work when we win.
It's true. If we win, you don't have to ever work again,
No,
so it's
not
okay.
if we win, when we win.
That's what I said.
Sure, that's what you said.
I did say we're planning on winning it, so, you know, they just have to stand back and not get hit by anything.
Takes peasant in, immediately gets shot in the face.
Hey, if it's a guy from last time, maybe he'll do a bit better.
Listen, what's your name? My name is Temporary Hit Points.
Come here, meat shield.
I mean, friend.
Okay, I go over to the arm wrestling contest.
Yep.
Does anyone here wish to make more money than they've ever seen in their lives? Me and my friends here are looking for a partner in the Grand Melee. We can win it with 4, but we need a 5 based on rules.
That's all you. And there's one sort of gruff panning over races.
Herbolg it is.
Turtle. If you can beat me in an arm wrestle, I'll join you.
Can you fail on purpose? That's gonna shoot me real quick.
Oh, you'd hate my character on the Friday campaign. They talk like that all the time.
Oh god.
They're an Illithid. Roll your athletics check.
I was gonna ask what he can do first.
He's put his hand on the table.
I talked to him. Oh no.
He rolled a natural 20.
Thank you, Trent.
With just this slow, methodical movement, he just slowly creeps his hand across the table till it touches down.
You ever heard a nut crack under like someone putting pressure, but very slowly? Yeah, that's my arm. It touched a bit quicker because my arm broke.
Okay. Was everyone else in the party watching this happen?
Yes.
Yes.
Mikey, what is your passive perception is 21.
21.
Okay, give me a second.
Many. What my passive perception is.
You see Trent currently being robbed.
Well, I see me currently being robbed?
What's your passive?
12.
No.
Robbed by who?
You see a small steel helmet walking across the bottom of the ground and a little hand reaching out and just walking off of his coin purse.
Oh, motherfucker. This
You're
motherfucker
dead.
asking to die.
Does a 14 see that?
Knave.
No, a 14 does not because they rolled a 19 on their stealth.
Tricks for the wit. He survived! The little shit survived!
So what did you say?
They
Yeah.
got the helmet.
Stop, knave.
The helmet just stops and just clink.
Pick the helmet up.
You pick the helmet up. It just completely lifts off the ground.
I put my hand underneath it and go, coin purse.
Shink! 11 damage.
Motherfucker. 11. That gets me
That's
to...
not how you treat the chosen of Altaxium.
Right?
Damn. Aneurysm time.
Yeah, aneurysm. So you haven't had a long rest, so I don't have any third or fourth level spells.
I was going to point
Question.
out, Crystal would be the only one who would potentially recognize this helmet.
I would.
Yeah, you haven't noticed it yet.
Well, would I have seen Crystal move?
Crystal's walked over and picked something up. You probably still... This is happening during Trent's arm wrestle.
No.
I'm just gonna do this and go, stop that!
What type of damage does that do?
So you know what happens when you shake a baby?
That does necrotic, right?
Yeah, it does. Did we think about this before we did it? No, we did not.
You go-
I could
you
kill
go-
the character I had in the first session. Of
You
this
go,
campaign.
and all you hear is, eh.
Flash of a crit.
You just hear a chitter. And then, from the helmet, two little beams shoot and hit you right in the face. That is a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that might
and
hit.
A 23 to hit.
That might also hit.
For... I need dice. 10 and 6 damage, so 16 total damage. 22.
16.
Yes.
Alright. Where's the closest wall to me?
About 30 feet to your right.
I'm gonna walk over to it and then just drop kick it into the wall.
Question: do we see the beams shoot out from this helmet now?
No.
I'm holding this metal thing and going, son of a bitch!
You don't see the
Crystal,
little
what have you got?
You don't see the beams. But yes, you see Crystal walk over the wall and drop punt it. Make a athletics check in place of an attack.
Oh, man.
It is a physical act.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
You do punt it into the wall, but it's not particularly impressive.
No, I just want that kind of reverberating helmet.
Yeah, that's basically all it gets. Like, you don't hit it hard enough to, like, dent the helmet or anything.
And then
You also did not kick. You also didn't kick it hard enough to potentially break your foot.
I'm not Aragorning it.
No.
Yeah, Pete goes, what is it? And I go, Kriegs is back.
Wait, Crick survived?
Yeah. And he's a thieving little shit.
At this point, the helmet gets up and slightly wobbles to the side and starts Looney Tuning it away.
Oh, question.
Yeah?
As it's trying to Looney Tune away, what do I have?
Trent, about now,
I have
about
something.
now, you've finished your arm wrestle, and you notice your entire team is heading in another direction.
Uh,
I have something if you don't.
So would I have felt the
Nope.
robbery after the fact?
Not no, because you're more focusing on the fact that your arm feels like it was broken in half.
Kev's just gonna
basically
point
while you
dramatically.
were trying to stress that and fight back is when it's disappeared, and it's the same as like if your phone ever falls out of your pocket. You won't notice till you go to look for it.
I will remove all of my money. All 265 of it.
Kev is going to dramatically point and say levitate.
They make a Constitution saving throw. Sucks to be you. That's a natural 14. Plus their modifiers, they succeed.
Well then. Take another one.
Yeah, so I just like to follow them if I see where they went.
Kick the shit out of a helmet.
Make a ranged attack. Yeah, that hits.
It's a con save.
They fail their con save.
They are restrained.
The strike has no effect against
Except you
non-living
go,
creatures.
yeah, and it just fails.
Ah!
Can I give full speed chase?
Sure. It's
It's a
twice as
rogue.
fast as you.
How's Crix twice as
Because
fast?
he gets to dash twice. Because he's a rogue.
So, like, did I even see where they went at this point?
Yeah. You basically get up around the time Mikey punts it into the wall. So you've seen them like sling these two spells at a helmet.
I walk over to Crystal and be like, what the helmet do to you?
Stole your coin purse.
So my what? I like to check my waist belt.
It's gone.
Motherfucker! Roger.
Yep.
Oh, hang on. Before giving chase, I'm gonna go. So I've now got a flying speed of 60 feet that I can dash with.
So you are now faster than Crix. Because Crix moves 90, you now move 120 with dashing.
And I am just going to, like, pick him up off the ground once I catch up.
Okay, you pick him up. He immediately stabs you.
And
That's a 22 to hit.
yeah, how much?
55.
11 damage because he does not get sneak attack. But you have it is a flat roll for your concentration because you have Warcaster and your advantage is negated.
Mm-hmm.
So you maintain your concentration. You have to roll under a 10.
Well, it was under a 11, wasn't it? It did 11 damage.
It's half damage or 10.
Yeah, it's half damage or 10. To stop someone rolling like a 35 on Fireball and going, you can't make that. So it's halved, so you don't get like impossible to make con saves, so you start getting hit by things like disintegrate. So you've picked him up, he's pinged you once, and when you didn't drop him, he's going to ping you again. For that's a natural 20.
Nah.
For 14 damage.
Damn it.
No, you still make it.
You still make it.
It's because it's a 10.
Oh, it's 14
and
damage.
It's 14, so it'd be a 10 DC. You've met it. So now you are proceeding to fly back.
Mm-hmm.
And just before you get to the party, he pings you twice again.
Just as I get to, or before I get to?
Just before.
Do I get a turn before he does that?
Yeah, sure. If you, they would be within range.
Yeah, just because I want to do that.
Blindness, deafness.
It's con save. 16.
Natural 20.
Fuck off.
Question. Is he within my range?
You know, I'll roll the dice again on here since people are starting to contest. That's plus his con mods.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, fuck off that you keep making it.
Yeah.
I don't care that you rolled it. I just...
So it pings Kef twice. What's Kef's AC?
11.
He hits you both times. Because
Yep,
11,
I'm just
11
trying
is,
to do math on hit points at the moment. Fuck.
11 is not that particularly hard to hit.
Especially at this level.
6. 1. Can someone quickly math for me? 26 or 51?
26 or 51 is 25.
25.
Thank you.
25.
Yep.
Now go deduct another 19. You have 6 health left.
That's a con.
Man, I'm losing respect for you almost daily in this campaign.
And there's another con.
So you succeed both of those. You arrive at the party. Putter, 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 putter.
I'd like to throw a sword at a helmet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
God.
right ahead.
It's... Oh.
They're more than 20 feet away, so it's a disadvantage.
Should I have 12 AC?
No.
I only have 11.
You hit Kef. Because Crix has... Because
Oh, this cover.
Crix is a tiny kobold in a helmet. He effectively has full plate.
Shit.
So you watch
Trent, if you kill
Cursebreaker...
another fucking party member...
Legitimately watch Cursebreaker Ryle's sword fly through the air and dome Crix and Crix...
Shank.
Dome... Yeah.
Shank.
Yeah.
Kef is... Kef lets go of Crix. Kef tumbles to the ground, instantly takes one failed death
You were
save.
holding him still!
They were still flying back. He hadn't landed yet.
I thought...
He tumbles immediately.
I may have forgot about that aspect.
Immediately fails one death save. Mikey's cast a spell already on this action. Pete can't heal, so death save. Death save before spare the dying.
It's a bonus action for me. At
Then,
30 feet.
okay, then yes, spare the dying goes off. Did not know you had that as a bonus action.
You barely roll it anyway, what I know.
So he would have got one, and then you would have got it off next time. Yeah, I did not actually realize that became a bonus action for you. Fair.
Yeah, and 30 foot range.
Yeah, that is actually quite nice.
Kev's out for 4 hours.
Crumple, crumple, crumple. Helmet gets up and...
I ignore Cap and run after the helmet.
Yep. I will give you one chance to catch it because the helmet because Crix technically is prone when he lands. So he loses like half his movement, so you can charge up and catch him while he is righting himself.
Okay, so I'm assuming an athletics check.
Whatever you want to do. Punt it, hit it, grab it.
Because the Mountain Cleaver can instantly come back to my hand,
Yep.
can I golf club him?
Sure. Roll an attack roll.
Full sprint golf club.
With advantage because he's prone.
Fuck.
Full speed golf club.
Trent, what are you aiming at?
Fuck, you had to skill mod him.
Trent may have just injected his money into the stratosphere.
One moment.
He just went
60 damage.
Trent,
Why do I mage hand?
you may have just Skyrim gianted pricks into the atmosphere. Just,
You know what you've done? You've just sent a flechette round down the street. Because your coin purse is going to split open and like 300 gold pieces are going to go rocketing down the street at Mark 2.
Said he just Happy Gilmore'd it.
I'm honestly surprised he didn't stick it in the bag with the goose for safer keeping.
Let's put Cricks in the bag with the goose.
I have a goose. I forgot about that. Can the goose be our fifth?
we should change your character's name to Goose Bearer Ra.
Goose.
Oh, the rate he's going, there's going to be his only fucking possession.
Cursed weapon.
I am,
what is your weapon?
I am looking for the appropriate GIF. I have one in mind.
It's also that's massive damage as well.
Yep. Depends. I'm pretty sure Crix is high enough level in Rogue to have evasion.
Boo, 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 boo.
All I'd imagine is you're hearing a
Discord.
Kunk. It's a picture for me, but I know what you're talking about.
I couldn't find the GIF. Bang! Helmet clean, slices clean in half, bones scatter everywhere, coins go everywhere. You just one-shotted Crix.
You know, it's almost poetic in a way. I hired him in the first session,
time.
and I killed him the next time.
Because, yeah, Pete, while he may have had the health not to insta-die from that, it was also a crit that brought him down.
Brackets the wrong way.
Which means...
Damn it!
Your last bracket there was a squiggly one, not a square.
Yeah, no, I just saw that. Why did that not work?
It's because you've got a space between them.
Oh, right. That'll do it. There we go.
Yeah. Pretty much. But yeah, no, like just baseball swing. I actually don't know how much health Crix had, but I'm just gonna rule that's a one shot. Because the thing is, Pete, he doesn't get uncanny dodge or evasion because he was prone.
Okay.
Well, he might technically get uncanny dodge, but I'm gonna say he doesn't because prone. That's why Trent had advantage. Because basically Trent's gone swang, dropped him, and because Trent's got extra attack, I'm ruling it on the same turn that Crix has hit the ground. He's run up and he's basically just baseballed Crix while he's basically on the bounce.
Yeah.
And yeah, 60 damage. Like, there's a decent chance 60 damage is just gonna one shot a rogue at Crix's.
Rogue's a D6 class, isn't it?
Rogue is a D8, but generally they're pretty flimsy. Because they generally only got like 12 or 14 con. So D8 plus, say, 14 con means on like above average rolls, he's only going to have like 50 health. To get 60 health, which is what he'd need, he's going to have to have rolled like an 8 or high, a 6 or higher on every dice. because he'll need to have gotten like 8 hit points per level.
Oh, so if he was a level 5 rogue, and he had 20 in Constitution, and he rolled perfectly for 5 levels, he'll have 65 health.
Yeah. And he would not have 20 con.
Yeah.
He's a rogue.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you could splatted cricks.
And your coin purse.
Yeah, so about my money.
Yeah, you now have to go start picking that all up.
While being interviewed by the guards, I'm assuming?
Yeah, that can fix the past, not the coins.
Yeah, well, it just means we have something to put the coins in.
Yeah.
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 What about the helmet?
How much... Do I get all my money back, or do I lose some?
Make an investigation check.
Pretty sure I can see it all.
Yeah, but it's whether people come and pinch it.
Going and pulling out Crix's sheet, looking at his health, rolling his appropriate hit dice. Yeah, no. You got him. Considering the fact he technically has like 62 health, but that's also assuming he didn't take any damage from like being effectively punted into the ground as well, or the wall. If he'd taken like a single point of damage across that entire exchange, he got insta-gibbed. With a 7, is anybody assisting in picking it up?
I can't.
Yeah, Bailey's unconscious.
I'll assist.
Because you're sort of off to the side and stuff's happening. How much gold did you lose? 270.
265.
265. I'll say you get 250 back. You lose about 15 to like some kids coming and snatching it. But
they have some balls.
but used to prioritize like grabbing the gold and stuff. Basically, it's coins that are either lost in gutters, lost in the bushes, and stuff, and it's mostly like coppers and silvers. Like, you've had a couple people walk past and go, oh, look, a copper on the ground. Pick it up and walk off. But you guys have prioritized the platinums and the golds.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't give a shit about the silver and copper.
No, you basically lose assorted change that just got fucking shotgunned.
Ignore the one that's embedded in the wall.
Yeah.
Like I said, you just said grape shot down the street at Mark 3.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Maybe I should do that. Do I buy a bag of ball bearings?
Or just have someone throw it near you and baseball it.
Yep, to the grand melee. Scattershot, go!
It'd just be like a 40-foot cone.
40-foot cone of like 1d1.
Okay. So I'm gonna call the session there.